Hello everyone and welcome to my video. I'm the Carval and today I'm playing Mercedes-Benz World Racing and yeah, I hope you'll have some fun. And yeah, last time I did a really annoying race and I'm glad that I somehow managed to win it. Okay. So what is the next mission? So ambitious targets. So it's time to eat some dirt again. Drive the ML55 AMG in an off-road race. This time you have to win. No easy task because your colleagues will be driving the G55 AMG. I think that one will be nicer, but we'll see. Okay, so the ML55 AMG, 4 laps. Fine and dry weather, that's fine. Test center, okay. Then, okay, the next one to choose the color will be Donny, but Donny isn't online, right?
I don't see him.
Yeah. And yeah, if he isn't, then Jakub is the one to choose the next color. I mean, Jakub is on the stream, I think. At least I saw him before. Yeah, yellow, okay. Yellow like your name, you mean? Is it yellow for you as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I also like that. And a stereotype. At least one of them.
The bumper, I see.
Yeah, it's an off-road track, yeah, testing the cars here. If the how good they are in specific conditions. That's why it's called Test Center. Ah, dang it, I knew there was something like that. And I tried to avoid it.
Kinda reminds me of those commercials.
Yeah, but you see, this already feels more fair.
Much better.
Yeah, much better. Also, it doesn't. We don't have to care about crashing this car or not, or if or breaking it. It's not part of the mission to keep it in a great condition. But there will be missions at which it is important. Oops. So we have to drive 4 laps on this track. And then in the middle, because then we can crash on those boards. No. Okay. No problem. So first lap is done. So yeah, if you are sensitive about this or offended about that, then yeah, don't watch this race, Jonas. Don't worry, you won't have to repair this car. But yeah, I'd say this is kind of sadistic. If you think that cars have a soul or something, then yeah, then you shouldn't watch this. This is more like how to break a car. Or this is how you shouldn't drive. I could imagine a video about this, like, yeah, don't do this. And then a normal track and such, do this. Oh, 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 oh! Oops. Yeah. But this mission is already in the field much nicer and yeah, kind of fun actually. Because you can do so much, yeah, you can just do whatever you feel like and you still have a good chance. But it's at the beginning, so that's the reason most likely. Whoop. Okay. Middle, middle. Okay. Okay, second lap is done. So, half time of the race. Okay, then I'll cross this here. Then this hold, just drive next to the track. Okay, then the board. Okay. Oops. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that didn't sound well, but yeah. I mean, it's not real life, so I can just have fun. And try to break this car, I guess. I mean, what else is this? And no! Oops.
Car immediately going, ouch.
Why does any one of you remember the PlayStation 1 game Cool Borders?
Hmm?
It was a snowboard game, and when you fell off the track, it was like, no, oh man. This is how I imagine it right now. Well, I don't think if someone fell off a mountain at a track, fell down a mountain or something, they would say, no! Oh man. But okay. Oh, we are on the last lap, by the way. But it's going well.
I think that's why Cooper chose this song.
Hmm? Why do you think he chose it? Ah, okay. So you think it's a good way to end something, to play the song? Or a good, just a good song for the last lap. Up the mountain, and back down after that. Maybe I will finish the race. This really doesn't look healthy. But still it's fun. I mean, when do you get the chance to break a car without having to worry about getting a punishment or getting hurt?
I don't know why I imagine honking the horn. Because of all those bumps.
Yeah. I mean, and also, when do you get the chance to drift with an ML55 AMG? Okay, and that was this race. Ah, okay. Now I have the chance to read some messages. Oh yeah, Jonas, yeah. I also felt tortured like that, yeah, at the previous race. Oh yeah, that, and also, okay, yeah. I mean, that would be hell. Literal hell. Okay. Did we unlock a new one? Like that? A new mission, okay. But next is Golden Oldies. So, let's take a look. Golden Oldies, where is it? Here. This year's classic runs through the Alps. 12.5 mile course with beautiful views of the mountains. You can drive the 300 SL Gullwing, but you must finish in third. Third is nice, but I try my best to finish first if I can. Otherwise I wouldn't play this game. Okay, next will be... Yeah, the other Jonas also isn't online. Then Kai, you get to choose the next color. Hmm?
I think I saw him online, but I'm not sure.
No. Jonas Sengo, are you online? But I haven't heard him, heard his sound, so yeah. Ah, okay. Then okay. Yeah, then sorry I didn't greet you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day and that you'll enjoy yourself here. And I hope you want to. Do you want to choose the color for the next car? Cause you would be next on the list. Red. Okay. Then yeah, Kai, you will be there for the next race. You're the next one to choose the color then. Wait, I have to change something. No, no, no. Okay, that was mean. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I thought of Mario as well. Right.
You know what? This car is also much better than the A190 Twin. It has so much better brakes and is older.
I guess it's from the decade my great-grandmother was born. But I'm not sure actually.
Hmm? What do you mean?
When was this one built actually?
I don't know. I think Jonas could tell us this. Or, well, the Monferno, of course.
Which model is this again?
I mean, this one is the 300SL Gullwing. So if you want, you can look that up, of course. Then you can see when it was built.
So the year my grandmother was born, 1954.
And now you see a car from that age has better brakes than the A190 Twin. When was the A190 Twin built? Probably like 50 years later, or such, or almost, or at least 40.
A190 or?
Yeah, A190 Twin. Now look at this, it's so much better to drive this car. Oh, so in 1998. Okay, see? Over 40 years later. It's over 40 years later. It was. This car is over 40 years older and has better brakes. I'm impressed.
I think most older things are better than new ones.
Not necessarily, actually. I mean, there's lots of. Think of smartphones; they become better. Or PCs.
Yeah, exactly. But when you look at the recipes of some, you know, for example, chocolates, or I don't know.
The problem is the quality became worse because more people wanted the stuff but cheap. That means, yeah, they can't put much effort in them, since they have to produce a lot with less quality. Since they have to make up for they have to save money so they can actually produce that much, and so they can keep the prices low. If people stop buying cheap chocolate, then it would become better. Okay. But I think racing games used to be better than nowadays. That's true. I mean, back then they really paid attention to the tracks, and that play is good when you play it. Nowadays it's mostly about tuning only.
Yeah.
And usually you drive on some highway, so they can be lazy and just not design that great environment. And usually you have to drive away from the police, or yeah. Something that I also something that I also dislike at racing games nowadays is, especially at Need for Speed nowadays, it is like, yeah, you don't start the race by normally accelerating yourself, but yeah, your car is already driving when you start when you start the race. And that's something where I think why. Or the ideal line, the racing line, already being shown when you don't even want it, instead of letting you find out how to drive the best as well. And then your opponents usually drive on that line as well. So they try to get you, force you into perfection. Well, it's just a game. I mean, playing a game shouldn't be about being perfect at something. It should be about having fun. Choosing how great you want to play it, how great you want to become at the game. I mean, even at soccer you can choose how good you want to become. If you are a good talent but don't like competitive soccer, you can just play with friends. Or in a lower league. Just to have fun. By the way, is the stream running fluent?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's nice. Yeah, because I want that the frame rate is fine, that it doesn't stutter too much. Yeah, exactly.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's so annoying. Yeah, they make the game over screen like a big punishment all of a sudden. Like, you lose! You suck! You shouldn't play this game! That's also a reason why I like Pokémon. There is no game over screen. It's just like, yeah, try you lose, okay, try it again. Or Animal Crossing. You can't lose, it's just do whatever you feel like. That's very relaxing. And you see, this game is quite fun if we exclude that one mission. Otherwise, I have lots of fun at this game. Okay. Yeah, this car is so good at steering and such, and has great brakes. It feels like I am playing a completely different game all of a sudden after that one mission. Like I played I know Need for Speed. I think what was it, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on the Wii. There was a Wii version of or was the Need for Speed game, was it again? I think it was Hot Pursuit, which had horrible handling. Like you had to take a 90 degrees turn, but your car wasn't able to do that. the graphics were bad, and I don't know, the game overall was very bad. I returned it the next day. Because in my opinion it was really unplayable. Oh, oops. Wrong side. Oh, what the... Yeah, did you just see that? Yeah, you have to drive on the same track as them, but to the different side. That's the problem at this place. Yeah, but it's kind of like a little troll. I don't mind it. It's something you can laugh at. I mean, when that happens, you're already leading so much that that doesn't matter. It's just funny. Okay.
I can agree with that, Kai.
Yeah, exactly, Kai. Yeah, like like fake gameplay videos of stuff that doesn't even happen in the game, or even stuff that doesn't appear in the game at all. I mean, you know those fake games of Pokémon, where they show Pokémon that don't even appear in the game. Like, they don't have Pokémon at all in the game, but they show them.
I remember I keep getting those garden escapes, or how is it called? I don't know, those mobile games.
Like...
And what is it?
Yeah. Complete fake.
Yeah.
That's... you see, I also got asked yesterday if I know Pal World and if I want to play it, but I can tell you one thing, I won't play this game on this channel, or ever. I honestly, yeah, I won't play this game because I think it is just a copy of Pokémon. Because if you look at the Pokémon, it looks like, yeah, they took some Pokémon and either mixed them or slightly changed them with AI. And that's really lazy, and they even sell the game. If it would be just like a Pokémon hack and they would upload it for free, then in my opinion it would be fine then. Okay, but they just sell it, gave the Pokémon whatever they call their creatures there, guns, and yeah, that's it. In my opinion it's very stupid. Ah yeah, Gardenscape, yeah. Or do you know that other one, Hero Wars, with those disgusting ads?
Yeah.
And whenever I'm at school and want to watch a video in the break, when I have a break there, then I usually get these disgusting ads, and I can't block them. Well, I click on block, but then they just send the same to me, show me the same afterwards again.
I have to facepalm every time I see them.
Yeah, now imagine seeing one of them while you are trying to eat lunch.
Yuck.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. Yeah. But that's the exact problem. You usually don't see what you actually have in the game, but instead they just try to lure you into the game, and yeah, that's it. And hope that you will pay money in that game, because the most games are like, yeah, you can play it for free for a few minutes, and then either you have to wait for a day to continue, or you can't actually get further because the opponents you get in the game, for example, are much too strong, like you are level 5 and they are level 100. And you can only continue properly if you pay any money to get yeah, this strong. Which is quite mean, because that is in my opinion, yeah, a total rip-off. Yeah, exactly. Pay to win, that's the problem. And there have been times at Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it was kinda like that. I mean, yeah, you always have to buy cards. That's fine. But there were cards that were so expensive that if you didn't pull them from a booster pack, you didn't couldn't afford them, you didn't have a chance at tournaments. You had to buy at sometimes you had to buy very expensive cards just to be able to compete properly. And yeah, now I know it's a bit this makes the video a bit longer, but you see at Yu-Gi-Oh! There has been a new set last year, the so-called Rarity Collection. In this collection, there were many cards that used to be very expensive, and they released them in many different rarities. Like, one card had 6 different rarities in this set. That made the cards so much more, so much cheaper. Like, there were cards that used to be at like 50 or 60 euros or even more, and suddenly were under 10 euros. And most people are happy about that. Finally, they can afford those cards. I'm also one of them. And then I lately heard someone complaining about that, saying, "I'm gonna sell all my cards now. I'm done with this," because this one isn't really what you call a collector. He's more like one that buys cards to make profit of them. He bought the cards so he could sell them later on more expensively. And suddenly his cards were much cheaper because he did that as well at these cards. In my opinion, it's better if people get the same chance, get the chance to afford the same cards, and if they want to, if they can play the same deck, or use the cards in different decks. That way, it's more interesting. You get more opponents, you get more players in the whole game, and yeah, that's healthy for the whole community. But if only a few people are able to afford specific cards that really have to be played to be able to compete, that's really caused many people to stop playing, or at least stop attending tournaments, which causes Konami, for example, to also make less money and maybe get more problems and eventually, maybe they even have to stop producing cards. But now with products like the Rarity Collection, especially new players get the chance to play stronger cards if they need them, or at least improve their decks, so they just can play whatever they feel like. And that's, in my opinion, more fair for the new players. I mean, you don't want only the pros to have good decks. You want everyone to have a chance. If they really train and try to become good and have the knowledge, why don't you give them the tools as well to prove that they are good? That's like saying, hey, we have soccer players, let's give only the rich ones the great shoes, and only with those shoes you are able to play good. And other people couldn't compete at that. Would the World Cup be fine? Would the World Cup be fair then? If countries like, I don't know, like African countries, for example, if they didn't have a chance anymore at the World Cup, and they always would get defeated like 10-0 or such, that wouldn't be very exciting anymore. Then you would just say, why do I even watch it? Let's just watch something else. So, in my opinion, it's a good idea to give everyone the same chance. Because I'm, for example, I'm the one of those people that says cards that are over 20 euros are too expensive. I shouldn't buy them, and just wait for some reprints, which is much better, and it was worked quite well for me. And I don't have to always play at the tournaments. Sometimes I just want to get a deck and play against friends, or someone online maybe, and just have fun. But if you build a deck and just want to have fun and not want to play at the World Cup of Yu-Gi-Oh or something, then why should you buy such expensive cards? There's like currently there's a new one that is around 100 euros per copy, and you need 3 of them for many decks. Yeah. Or I remember there was a funny thing. I didn't buy that, but there was a card that was like 110 euros. That deck was meta back then. It was called Eldritch the Golden Lord, and you needed 3 copies of that. And now imagine, many people bought it to play on the current meta then. And yeah, a few weeks later, yeah, a new set got announced where this card got a reprint, and suddenly it wasn't 110 euros anymore, but 30.
Whoa!
Yeah, they lost 80 euros per copy.
What a rip-off!
Yeah, I imagine if I would have bought them, I would have been like, oof, my life is over.
No wonder.
And that's why my rule is never buy a card that is more than 20 euros. You may not always have the best cards, but you have fun. You can still build good decks, and at some point there are reprints that enable you give you the chance to play those cards as well. And I was right. With that Rarity collection, they released a set in which I got many cards that I couldn't afford before, but suddenly I can, and it was no problem. And funny enough, that card was in the Rarity collection as well, that Eldritch. It's and nowadays it's like 2 cents.
What?
Yeah, just like I think 2 or 3 years later after it got first released, it is just around 2 cents because there are multiple versions of it now. And even funnier, that deck isn't even close to meta anymore. So, yeah. And there are also many people that just think, that deck is meta, okay, let's buy it, and then just sell it when it isn't meta anymore, when a ban list caused my deck to become weaker. Like a card that you were allowed to play at 3 copies per deck, getting limited, for example, that you can only play 1 copy, or even a card getting banned entirely. And now imagine how much less the money the card would be then, if it would get banned even. I saw that happen. I remember I had a card called Mystic Mine. It's one of the most unfair cards that I saw. And it was like, I know, when I had it, it reached a price of, I think, 15 euros per card, per copy. So, but before it was much cheaper, and I bought it because I needed it back then. I bought it for like 1 euro per copy, I think. And I remember when I sold it, I thought, I have the feeling it will be getting banned soon. And what happened? Right after I sold it, I think 1 or 2 days later, the new ban list dropped and it got really banned. It was at 3 copies before per deck and suddenly got banned. And the price dropped to 1 euro again.
Wow.
I was glad that I sold them. And yeah, that's what I usually do. I try to buy the cheap cards or sell them when I think, either a reprint will be released soon, if the card is expensive, of course, or it could get banned soon, maybe. Unless it is cheap, then I don't really care about that. But I remember doing that multiple times. The most recent time was what card was it again? I remember doing that. It was one of the one card of the Flu Wanderers deck. It was at like 14 euros per copy, and I heard that in the card game in Japan, where they usually get the cards first, there was exactly this card in the tin box of this year, of 2023. And I thought, okay, let's sell it. I have the feeling I will get it again soon. And I did that, and just sold 3 copies and bought them later on from that tin for like €4 in total. But yeah, so what I can tell you, if you play a card game, try not to buy the most expensive cards. You don't need to. Either just have fun and play cheaper cards, or just wait a little until you get access to the cards. You don't want to waste your money. You can do so much more different stuff. You can play weaker decks and have fun, or yeah, spend the money later on. It's often worth waiting, because then you don't have to worry about, I don't know, the card getting banned maybe. I mean, there have been cases when a card was, I don't know, 70 euros or such, and then suddenly it got banned and yeah, the price dropped a lot. And you just thought, why did I buy this card?
Like to just 1 cent, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's also happened before. But yeah. Okay, then. Yeah, this episode is now over. I hope you didn't mind me talking about that as well. And I hope you liked this episode, and if you did, then please like and subscribe. Also, check out the other playthroughs on my channel if you want to watch more. In the description you'll find a link to Twitch where you can watch me stream live, and 2 links to Straw Poll where you can vote for the next games I'll play on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I hope to see you next time again. Have a great time. Bye bye.